What's up, guys? TK here with no bullshit news. And yeah, that's how it's getting started, and that's how we're going to keep going, because it's been shots fired, man. Shots fired. Lots of crazy shit going on, man. And I'm not going to be talking here long. We're going to get into the video here in just a minute. I want to break down exactly what happened, and I'm going to tell you right now what you're probably if they indict any of these guards for murder. I'm going to tell you how they came to that decision when they do it. And if that does happen, you're going to be like, this dude told us that. Because in my opinion, just looking at what happened and with prior experience and everything that I've seen, they murdered this girl in that jail. And then they tried to make it look like they may have went too far. Something may have happened. I know it's going to come out. And look, man, it's the buddy system. I'm just very happy that the district attorney down there is not going for that bullshit and is actually investigating it. And now with the FBI involved, these little cocksuckers down there in this little town in Texas, Waller, Texas, are not going to be able to cover it up. The county sheriff's not going to be able to, rub elbows with the medical examiner, and they're going to be able to sweep all this shit under the rug. It's going to come out. And I'm happy about that. So yes, the title is what it is. Sandra Bland was murdered. But did she have to be? Because she was directly put into this jail for an illegal arrest. So she shouldn't even have been murdered. But because this woman, this black woman, dared to exercise her right, or to be able to be free from assault, to think that she could be free from assault, and to think that she had actual rights, well, she forgot she was in Texas and that she was a black woman. You don't have rights if you're black in this country, unfortunately. Now, people are going to say, what do you mean you don't have rights? And I know a lot of my white friends, or the folks that are here, and I'm Irish, I'm Irish American, are going to say, TK, you really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And actually, I do. As somebody who's a Caucasian, I actually understand what white privilege is, being that I've seen it from the other side, having family that's in law enforcement, and just being able to see how people are carried. You get to see this on a regular basis. For you guys that may not know me from the tech channel, we covered it. And during a live stream, I got pulled over in my Jaguar going through Brooklyn. And I was in a predominantly black area. I go through it every day on my way home. All right. And I got pulled over. And when the cop came up and saw I was a white guy in a Jaguar, he didn't even ask me for my license. He told me to have a good night. He said, oh, I got the wrong guy. Guy, have a good night. Send me about my business. Now, if I'd been a black dude, he'd definitely asked me for my license and registration, pulled me out of the car, probably searched my shit, and did all the other bullshit that the NYPD does. Just real talk, okay? So let's get into it. I'm going to break the video down. We don't need to talk all fucking day. Let's just get into it, and let me show you guys why I'm so aggravated, why I'm so mad about what I'm seeing here, because it's bullshit, man. It's just ridiculous. So let me see here. I should be able to go full screen here. I'm going to start the screen share, and you guys should see a tunnel. Okay, you guys do. So now I should be able to go over here, and you guys should be able to see the video. Now what I'm going to make sure, and we're looking at the Texas. I'm going to break down this video, and I'm going to show you some of the things when I say that, and I'm not going to say that this cop was just intentionally racist, but we're going to get into why I say that, and why we'll get into all that. But I just think what happened was just utter bullshit, if you ask me. Okay, let's go here. I'm opening it up. I want to make sure that the screen is shown for you guys appropriately. All right. All right. Apologize, guys. I know there's a pause here. I promise we're going to get right into it. I just got to verify that the thing is working appropriately. All right. So I'm going to open the live stream real quick just to verify. Okay, good. That's all I wanted to see. I wanted to make sure that you guys are seeing the right thing. So good. Let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to break it down with you while we're on here. Okay? So let's go ahead and click play. Now, this is going to start before Sandra Bland was pulled over. I'm going to point out a couple of things to you guys so you guys can see why I say that there's bias and why there's issues. And it's not, I don't want to hear this bullshit about, oh, it's about safety and all it's about the other shit. We're going to talk about it right now. Let's go ahead and click play.
Or you're going to need to see if you can get with your dad.
Why is it doing that? Thank you. Sorry, guys. All right, got the mic back. We're good. Let's go back to presenting. Here we go. And this is where she stops. Now, look at this right here. What is he doing? Now, somebody's going to say, oh, that's his radio that he's reaching for. No, actually, that's his taser. Now, his gun is over here, but he's got his hand on his taser already. He's already, look at his shoulders. Look at the way he's positioned. He's already in a defensive posture, which, okay, I can see people are going to say, well, cops are like that when they walk up on everybody. That's bullshit. But let's go ahead and continue.
Hello, ma'am.
Now he's got his hand on his firearm, okay? If you look here, now he's not going to draw his gun, okay? But here's the thing. He looks in. As soon as he gets to take a look at her face, maybe she's not happy because she got pulled over. Her hands are still on the steering wheel. But he's already got his hand on his firearm. He's releasing the button, okay? There's a little button that holds his gun into place. It's in his holster. Now he's unpopped that. That's what he's reaching for right there. Right here when he does that. Now you're going to say, how do I know this? I know the protocol. I've gone through this a million times. I'm telling you right now what he's doing. He's getting his gun ready to fire. Okay? Let's continue.
Thanks, I'm told the reason for your stop is you failed to signal your lane change. You got your driver's license insurance with you? What's wrong? How long you been in Texas? Yeah, yesterday. Okay.
Now you're going to say, why is he just making conversation? No, he's looking for another violation or something he can write her up for. Because if you move to another state, most states have this policy. If you move to another state and you've lived there, some states it's a week, some states it's a month, some states it's 6 months. You have to change your license and your registration over to that state. So that's what he's looking for in this situation. Let's continue.
You have a driver's license? No, ma'am. Okay. Okay. Where are you headed to now? Okay. Give me a few minutes, all right?
So at this point, he's trying to run her shit and see if she's got any warrants, any reason he can have to rip her out of the car. And believe me, the cop is getting mad disappointed as he's running her shit through teletype and running her through NCIC. He's looking right now and going, she's just a law-abiding person. There's not much I can do. This sucks, blah, blah, blah. And we'll continue. And we'll skip ahead. But we're at 3 minutes that he's already running her shit. And that's about average. 5 is about the average. Okay, here we go. So here we go. He gets out of the car, and let's continue.
Okay, man.
Now, remember I pointed this out earlier. When he issued the warning to the other person, you could tell he was in a much more relaxed state. Okay. This is where people are going to say, well, just because he was standing more aggressive in this matter and he wasn't with the other person doesn't mean anything. Yes, the fuck it does. I want to point this shit out because people are going to say, well, this cop wasn't racist. Now, here's the thing. People think just because you don't use the N-word or think it's cool that black people got lynched back in the day, that you're not racist. Okay. There's all different types of subtle racism in this country. Okay. And guess what? Every single fucking person is predisposed to it. Everybody. All right. And you can say, well, that means black people too. Yeah, that does mean black people too. I guarantee you there's black people who are like, I don't want to fuck with this motherfucker, this white motherfucker. It is what it is, man. But if you're in this kind of job, in this kind of position, with this kind of power over other people, man, you got to put that shit to the side. You got to learn to get past that. Because here's the thing, look, aggressive posture. Now you're going to say, what do you mean? This is how you noticed last time when he was giving the citation or the warning to the other person. This knee was bent. He was more slouched over. Here, he's much more tight. His shoulders are tight. Knees are locked, which means he's going to be, and the way he's positioned now is if he had to draw or if he had to make a quick move, which we're going to see here in a minute, he'd be able to do that. So if you're going to say, well, that's because the way he's standing doesn't make him racist. No, like I said, he didn't say the N-word or anything of that nature to this woman, but that does not mean that he's not racist. He is predisposed. I can tell you right now, and this is what most law enforcement officers, and I know I'm going to get shit in the comments, and people are going to say, you don't know what you're talking about. No, yes, actually, I do. Actually, I do. To the 10th degree. And I can tell you, cops feel, and here's the thing, black people are going to say, well, yeah, it's just them. It is. It's other people too. Cops feel that the citizenry are the enemy. And they're even more so that way with black Americans than anybody else, unless you're in Arizona and you happen to be Hispanic. That's just a fact. Okay. So let's continue.
You okay?
I'm waiting on you. This is your job. I'm waiting on you. What do you want me to do?
You seem very irritated.
I am. I really am.
Yeah, I would be irritated too. And you look, it's like the cop he's like trying to goad her. He's looking for a reason. And if you can't see that here, then you're blind. Let's continue.
I feel like this crap is what I'm getting the ticket for. I was getting out of your way. You were speeding up, tailing me. So I move over and you stop me. So yeah, I am a little irritated, but that doesn't stop you from giving me a ticket. So.
Are you done?
You asked me what was wrong, and I told you.
Okay.
So now I'm done, yeah.
Okay. You mind putting out your cigarette, please?
Now, here's the thing. Now, he said it was a lawful order. Did you hear it? I heard it. He's looking for another reason. He's intentionally trying to piss this girl off. He's intentionally trying to fuck with this girl. And if you don't think so, that's ridiculous. She's in her car. There is no law. There is no ordinance. And believe me, I've investigated it for this county. There is none. She can smoke in her fucking car all she wants, and she doesn't have to put out a cigarette. She's in her vehicle. This is not, let me say this again, this is not a lawful fucking order. And he didn't issue a lawful order. He said, do you mind, please? Continue.
Come on.
I'm in my car, but I have to put out my cigarette.
Well, you can step on out now.
Now, see, so here's the thing. She said, I'm in my car. I don't have to put out a cigarette. He goes, well, you can step on out now. Why? There is no reason to remove this woman from the car. There's no law or statute on the books that says she has to. In fact, the Fourth Amendment is very clear on that. And if you tell a law enforcement officer, no, I'm more comfortable in my car, I feel safer in here, they're not supposed to extract you from the vehicle unless there's a clear and a present danger and they have probable cause for guns, weapons, or whatever the other thing, and they have to cite that. But because she broke, and this was the biggest rule, the biggest law that she broke, the unwritten law of black people, she dared to question this cop's authority or not do exactly what this motherfucker said. So he's in his feelings. So what does he do? Let's continue.
I don't have to step out of my car.
Step out of the car.
Now, she's right. She doesn't have to step out of the car. And at this point, if this cop is not suspended, if this cop is not, if this state trooper is not suspended, if this state trooper is not sanctioned for what happens now, Texas, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you because your state troopers, your law enforcement is above the Constitution of the United States. Let's continue.
Step out.
At this point, the cop has already violated the Fourth Amendment. Okay. And this is a very key thing. I want you to know this. Okay. If you're watching this video right now, if you're watching this on a live stream, if you see this in a video later, when you get pulled over by law enforcement, never roll your window all the way down, only 3/4 of the way, and that's it. And lock your doors. When your doors are unlocked, they can just rip your door open. When they're locked, guess what? They can't open the door. Now, I'm not criticizing what she did here because she didn't know. She's just an innocent person. She doesn't know that she's about to be assaulted by the police department because she violated the unwritten rule of not kissing their ass. Let's continue. Now, this cop is in clear violation of the law by opening this person's door, by opening Sandra Bland's door at this moment, right now, with this video. The fact that they released it and they're like, oh, yeah, see, he didn't do anything wrong. No, he did. And he should be cited for it right fucking now.
No, you don't have the right.
Step out of the car.
You do not have the right to do that.
I do have the right. Now step out or I will remove you.
I refuse to talk to you other than to identify myself.
Step out or I will.
Now, she's right. She says, I'm refusing to talk to you outside of identifying myself. What she should have said was, get me a supervisor. Now, she didn't. It is what it is. But she does not have to get out of the car.
I am getting removed for a failure.
Step out or I will remove you. I'm giving you a lawful order.
No, you're not. Unfortunately, you fucking rotten piece of shit, you sorry, degenerate, rotten motherfucker, it's not a lawful order. And what you're doing is not only violating the Constitution, you're a racist, sorry son of a bitch. Now, people are going to say, damn, TK, that's a little excessive. No, it's not. And, you know, we've come down here to cover this story in Waller, Texas, just for this reason. Because I want to ask these really hard questions. And yes, hashtag I got bail money. Because I have no doubt that there's a possibility that I'm going to get arrested when I ask these questions. Because I'm not going to ask them nicely. I'm going to be in people's faces. I'm going to do things that you don't see that the press does. Because this is ridiculous. This has got to stop, man. You got to have answers. And this there's no reason. I want to hear from this cop why he opened the door. Let's continue it because he even knows he fucked up.
Get out of the car now, or I'm going to remove you.
And I'm calling my
I'm
lawyer.
going to yank you out of here.
Okay, you going to yank me out of my...
She said the magical word, lawyer, and now he went to grab her. Now, what he's doing right now, at this point, is assault. It is assault. He is in clear violation. He had no right to come into her car. He is now putting his hands on a free citizen, on a citizen that has committed no crime. That's assault in all 50 states.
Okay, all right.
25.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah. Don't touch me.
Get out of the car.
Don't touch me. I'm not under arrest. You don't have the right to take me.
You are under arrest.
Now he says you are under arrest. Under arrest for what? They still haven't clarified that. You want to know why? Because they didn't have a fucking reason to pull her to pull her out of the car. You didn't have a fucking reason to put her under arrest, but you did it anyway.
I'm under arrest for what?
2547 County FM 1098. Just on 290. Send me another unit. Get out of the car.
No answer from the cop because he doesn't have an answer of why she's under arrest. This stuff makes me so mad. It makes me want to. It makes me shake. It makes me want to break teeth. I'm just so like this is ridiculous.
You know that you didn't have nothing to 98. Get out of the car now.
Why am I being apprehended? You trying to give me a ticket
I said
for your
get
failure?
out of the car.
Why am I being apprehended? You
I'm
just
giving
opened
you a
my car
lawful
door.
order.
No, there isn't. This isn't a lawful order. She asked you. Here's the thing. And if you're a cop and you happen to watch this stream, you know just as well as I do. If you're putting somebody under arrest or you are detaining them, you are bound by law to tell them why they're being detained or why they're being arrested. You notice this cop is not answering that question because he doesn't have an answer.
I'm going to drag you out of here.
So you gonna drag me out of my own car?
Get out of the car.
And then he draws his taser and puts it in her face. Here we go.
I will light you up. Get out.
Wow.
Now.
Wow.
Get out of the car.
For a failure to signal. You doing all of this for
Get over there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do
Go ahead.
For a failure to signal. Yep, for a failure to signal.
Get off the phone.
On my school.
Get off the phone.
I'm not on the phone.
No, see what when the cop's saying get off the phone, no, he's more worried about her recording the situation, which hopefully she was. But here's the wonderful thing, and this hasn't come out in the press either. This hasn't been reported on heavily in the press. Where did her phone go? Because you did inventory her stuff and you did take property, but there is no phone. Her family wanted to know where it is. It's not there, and it wasn't available at the jail. So who took her phone? That's something to think about. Let's continue.
Put your phone down.
Property.
Put your phone down.
Sir?
Put your phone down. Right now. Put your phone down.
For a fucking failure to signal my goodness.
Come over here.
Y'all are interested.
Come over here now.
You feeling good about
Stand right here.
You feeling good about yourself?
Stand right
For
there.
a failure to signal, you feel real good
Turn
about
around.
yourself, don't you?
Turn around.
You feel good about yourself,
Turn
don't you?
around now.
What are you?
Put your hands
Why
behind your
am I
back and
being
turn around.
arrested?
Turn around.
Why can't you tell me
I'm giving you a lawful order. I will
why
tell
am I
you.
being arrested?
Turn
Why
around.
won't you tell me that part?
I'm giving you a lawful order. Turn around.
Why will you not tell me
You are not
what's going
complying.
on? I'm not complying because you just
Because she doesn't have to comply, you fucking piece of shit, because you haven't told her by law why you are detaining her, why you are arresting her. Because your fucking ego is hurt, you fucking piece of shit, you sorry motherfucker. You're just putting her in handcuffs. You're just trying to be over her. You're just trying to be a man. You're in your feelings because she didn't do it the fuck you said. When? He doesn't have an answer for her, ladies and gentlemen, because he's in the fucking wrong.
pull me out of my car.
Turn around.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is some bullshit.
Put your hands behind your back.
Because you know this is straight bullshit and you full of shit. Full of straight shit. And that's how y'all are, some scary fucking cops. South Carolina got y'all bitch asses scared. That's all it is. Fucking scared of a female.
If you would have just listened.
I was trying to sign the fucking ticket. Whatever.
Stop moving.
Are you fucking serious?
Stop moving.
Oh, I can't wait till we go to court. Ooh, I can't wait. I cannot wait till we go to court. I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait. You want me to sit down now?
No.
Or you gonna throw me to the floor? That'll make you feel better about yourself?
Knock it off.
No, that'll make you feel better about yourself? That'll make you feel real good, won't it? Pussy ass. Fucking pussy. For a failure to signal, you doing all of this. In little ass Prairie View, Texas. My God, they must want
You were getting a warning. Until now, you're going to jail.
No, I'm getting it for what?
You can come
For
read.
what?
Come read right.
I'm getting a warning for what?
Stay right here.
For what? Well, you
Stay
just
right
pointed me over there.
I said stay right
Get
here.
your fucking mouth right. Let me. Oh, I swear on my life, y'all some pussy. A pussy ass cop for a fucking signal. You
I got
gonna
her
take me to
control.
jail?
She's in handcuffs.
What a pussy. What a pussy.
Now he says right here, and let's stop for a minute. Now I'm going to say this. Now she's upset. I would be upset too. I would probably be. I'd probably already be going to jail for assault at this point. If a cop was violating my rights, and I would take it to trial because I'd have beat the brakes off him. That's just me. Now, am I wrong for that? Sure. Am I advocating that? No. What I do and what other people do might be two different things. But for her, she's calling him a pussy. She's saying what she's saying. Is that right? No. But put yourself in her shoes. How would you feel if you haven't been told what you're being detained for? You haven't been told why you're being arrested. And here's the other thing. You're not black. So you don't understand what it's like to be constantly fucking harassed every day of your fucking life by law enforcement and people who think that they're over you because you're black. It would dry. I couldn't, if I was African-American, I'd be serving a life sentence somewhere. I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. I'm telling you right now, I couldn't deal with it. There's no way in hell I would allow some other man or some other, person to think that I'm a worthless piece of shit and you're just going to do what you want with me. I'm not going for that. And if you're a black American, you shouldn't go for it either. Let's continue. Now look, this cop is trying to make it sound, because he's off camera. He knows it. And this is another reason why cops, now the cops are going to tell you that they park their car this way with the nose out. So if they have to get into a car, they can merge into traffic real quick in case somebody runs. Okay. That's a lie. Okay. The other reason they'll say is, oh, we do it to protect ourselves when we walk up to the car to get license and registration. That's also a lie. The cop walked to the passenger side of the car to get the license and registration. Let's keep it real now. There's a reason why they do that. They know that there's a dash cam, and when they go off to the side, now they're off the dash cam. Now it's, you know, it's his word against whoever's, but he fucked up here because it was somebody else that had video too. Let's continue. Oh, and he's making it sound like she's fighting and she's moving. Notice the cop hasn't moved at all.
Hey, God damn it!
Stay right there.
Don't touch me! Fucking pussy for a traffic ticket and all this bullshit. I'll get it for a traffic ticket.
Come right over here. This right here says a warning. You started creating the problem.
So no, he knows he fucked up, because at this point, if she would have walked over there and read the ticket, he probably would have took her out of the cuffs and sent her about her way, because he knows he's in the wrong. Okay. And notice he said for her to stay there, but then he's not being direct in his instructions. His instructions are being issued in a manner to cause confusion and or cause her to make a mistake so that he can do what's about to come next. Now up here, you can see there's another unit coming where I'm hovering over the mouse, and this is where he gets violent.
You asked me what was wrong.
I'm
trying to tell you. Do it feel like I got anything on me? This a fucking maxi dress.
Remove your glasses.
This a maxi dress.
Come on over here.
Have on me. Fucking asshole. You're about to break my wrist. Can you stop? You are about to fucking break my wrist. Stop!
Now, because he's got backup there, he's got to look like he's macho or he's a man. Now, she was already all over the place before that. But now, because one of my colleagues are there, I got to show this bitch who's boss. I got to show this black woman that I run her. She doesn't have the right to do anything.
Stop now! Stop it!
Stop resisting, man.
If you would stop, and I would tell you.
You are fucking
Now stop!
You are such a pussy. You are such a pussy.
No, you are. You're yanking around.
For a traffic signal.
You are yanking around.
Yeah, she's yanking around because you're pulling her all over the fucking place. Now, here's the thing. There's another video that was shot by somebody else. I can't show you guys that in this stream because it's copyrighted. But there's another video. You can find it here on YouTube where there's a gentleman who's videoing with his phone. And you can see it, man. They're yanking her around. And he's saying, no, you're yanking her around. No, you're pulling her around, man. This is the classic MO. This is the classic move by the cop so that he can cover his ass.
When you pull away from me, you're resisting arrest.
Again, he's saying you're resisting arrest. Arrest for what? We're now 13 minutes and 43 seconds into this video, and he's yet to say what the fuck she's being arrested for. Are you fucking kidding me?
This make you feel real good, don't it? A female for a traffic signal. I got it. For a traffic signal. I know that make you feel good, officer. Take care of yourself. I know it make you feel real good. You're a real man now. You just slam me, knock my head in the ground. I got epilepsy, you motherfucker.
Good.
I hope I
Good.
Now, this is where the cop is wrong, too. She's saying that she's got a medical condition and she's got epilepsy, and the cop has now thrown her to the ground. Now, the video is very clear that came from the other person that you can find on the sidewalk, which they did. He earthed her, man. Bam, threw her to the ground. And then she's saying, you know, look, man, you banged my head into the ground. I got epilepsy. And if she's got a head injury, you know, she's got issues with, you know, maybe she's got a cerebral hematoma or something along those lines, and she has epilepsy or grand mal seizures from that. And you bang her head into the ground. That's not cool. And then she says that, you know, like you did that. And then the cop says, good. Really? What happened to professional? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if somebody spits in your face. It doesn't matter if someone tells you to go eat a dick. You took this job. You're supposed to be above that shit.
All right. Yeah, this is real good. Real good for a female. Yeah. Y'all strong. Ooh. Go ahead. Y'all real strong.
I want you to wait right here. Wait right here.
I can't go nowhere with your fucking knee.
And she makes it really clear. He goes, I want you to wait right here. Where's she going to go? You both are kneeling on her. Like she's going to get up. She's not the Hulk, man. We have your big ass and your now assistants on the scene kneeling. One of you are kneeling on her ass and the other one just got a knees in her back. And you expect her, she's going to get up. She's going somewhere. Come on, man. He's selling it. He's selling it. He's doing what in the NBA is what equivalent to a flop. He's trying to sell it for the camera because he knows he fucked up.
Yeah, my bad, God.
I'm gonna open your door. You need to leave. You need to leave.
Now he's telling the other person right now with the camera that he needs to leave, but the other person in that video says, "Aren't I on a public? This is a public sidewalk, right? Am I on a?" And the guy says again, "I'm on a public sidewalk, right?" And then the cop leaves him alone because, hey, that guy's got a camera and he obviously knows what his rights are. Let's continue.
You need to leave.
And let me tell you something else. If a cop ever tells you to stop recording or to leave, you are in your rights under the Constitution. And the Supreme Court has already made this very clear that you can record all the fuck you want. And the cops, I'm not going to say that they're not going to try to fuck with you or they're not going to try to put their hands on you or hurt you, but you are in your rights to record them. And if they do, you're going to get that check. You're going to get that check. Because if they arrest you or they fuck with you for recording them for doing what I consider and what I see right here, not just what I consider, but this entire arrest, this entire instance of taking her out of the car is fucking illegal.
For a warning, you're going to jail for resisting arrest. Stand up.
If I could,
okay, roll over.
Now, here's the thing. They're saying you're going to jail for resisting arrest. Arrest for what? Again, we're 15 minutes into the video, and the cop has yet to tell her what she's being arrested for because they have to make up some cockamamie bullshit on what they're going to charge her with now.
I can't even fucking feel my arm.
Tuck your knee in.
Goddamn. I can't.
Listen. You gotta sit up on your butt.
Slam my head into the ground.
Sit up on your butt.
Listen to how he's telling you to get up. I can't even hear. Yes, you can. He
Sit
slammed
up on
my
your butt.
fucking head into the ground.
Sit up on your butt.
What the hell?
Now stand up.
All of this for a traffic signal. I swear to God. All of this for a traffic signal. Thank you for recording. Thank you for a traffic signal. Slam me into the ground and everything. Everything. I hope y'all feel
This officer saw everything.
and I'm so glad to protect you.
Oh, I'm sure she did. No, yeah, she saw where you slammed her onto the ground as the other person caught on tape, but your ass didn't know you were being recorded, did you? You fucking idiot. Yeah, of course. You slammed her when your backup got there. But before that, you knew that you were in the fucking wrong. Now you're going to try to, now here's where they come out because it's resisting arrest. And of course, when they're throwing you around, you're going to bump into them. That's how that works. Now you've assaulted the cop. Now that's the reason you're being arrested. Here's the news flash for you, you fucking piece of shit. You fucking rotten, horrible fucking individual. You wouldn't have got assaulted if you didn't violate the woman's rights in the first place and took her out of the fucking car at gunpoint with your taser. Let's talk about that.
You just got on the scene, so whatever. I know you wasn't. You were pulling up. No, you didn't. No, ma'am. You didn't see everything leading up to it. I'm not talking to you. You don't have to. You don't have to.
2547 county. Good. Send me a first available for arrest. That is first available record. We have that 298 north of Judge United. First available record. That's 298 north of Judge United. Yeah, I'm good. She started yanking away, then kicked me, so I took her straight to the ground.
And there you got it right there. Yeah. Let me see what I was searching for you if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
But one thing for sure, it's on video.
And this goes, yeah, it's on video. Yeah, it's on video. And you didn't know that the other person was recording you and got you fucking up and slamming the girl. And for this woman, for this black cop who's there on the scene, you're a sorry individual. You're a sorry motherfucker. You're a sorry motherfucker. Yeah, you're the local cop and he's the state trooper. Don't suck his dick. You're sitting there sucking his dick in this fucking video. Oh, yeah, you're all right. Oh, yeah, look at your leg. Yeah, yeah. Bitch, you need to, oh, man. And that's the other thing that makes me mad. If you're a local cop, just because that guy's a state trooper, and I don't care where you're at, whether you're a deputy and it's a state trooper, whoever, right? Look, man, if that cop's in the wrong, and here's the thing, I know you're a cop, he's a cop, you're gonna listen to what the cop said first. But you're wrong. You weren't there from the beginning of the instance. You don't know what happened. You're just going by what this cop says. And what this cop says is fucked up.
Did you see her when we were right here?
Yeah, I saw because that's our question.
And this is where he's trying to sell it in the video. You can sell that shit to somebody else with that fucking bullshit.
Oh, this is when she pulled with the cuffs. I know it still. So your ring got you there? I had the chain. Well, not the chain, but like, you got the two loops. She didn't kick me too hard. But she still kicked me though. That marked me. Not through the skin, but you got a nice scratch. I'm a paramedic, that's why I know you're right. I'm not
Because now they're looking for any reason that they're going to be able to charge this poor girl. But guess what? They ain't got one.
we're in the middle. We're in the middle of the traffic stop, and nothing. The traffic stop was not completed. I was trying to get her out over the side.
No, he wasn't. You hear that right there? No. Listen to this. Okay, so now he's on the phone with his supervisor because he knows he got caught on tape, and he knows he's in trouble. Listen to this shit. Listen to how this is, and this is what cops do, right? This is why people in America are tired of your fucking bullshit. All right? People in America, especially black Americans, they're tired of it, man. Because this is how you sell it now. Because you know you fucked up. So he's on the phone. He's on the phone with his supervisor going, oh, yeah, no, I just wanted her to get out of the car so I could get her to sign. So I could just get her to sign this thing. I didn't want to do anything. But we all saw the video, right? Hold on. Let me rewind that just a little bit more so you can hear that. Because that's ridiculous. Let's back it up like 20 seconds. Listen really closely.
We're in the middle of the traffic stop, and nothing. The traffic stop was not completed. I was trying to get her out over the side, and it just explained to her what was going on because I couldn't even get to do what I was telling her. I mean, she just started going, "This is an MF, and you give me an MF and ticket for lane change." I mean, she just started going. I just stepped back.
No, you see, now he's like, I just stepped back. No, you didn't. You asked her to put a cigarette out. See, this is what the cops do, man. See, this is what the cops do. See, you asked her to put a cigarette out. She says she didn't have to. She's in her car. You didn't like that because she didn't suck your dick. She didn't just kiss your ass. So you ripped her out of the fucking car at gunpoint. Keep it real, man. But this is the fucking bullshit that they do. But he doesn't know that he's still on dash cam and he's caught here. Let's continue.
Back in the car, I was like, "Are you done, ma'am? I need to tell you why and what I'm giving you." And it just kept on going. I don't have seriously bodily injury, you know, but I was kicked.
Yeah, you were kicked by the natural motion of her body as you're throwing her to the ground. Yeah, if you throw somebody forward, feet come out. That happens. Fucking idiots, man.
Assault is if assault is if a person commits an offense of intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly causing bodily injury to another. You intentionally threaten another imminent bodily injury, including person's spouse.
Okay, let's continue.
Imminent bodily injury, including person's
Because she did ask for an ambulance.
She requested EMS, but she said I threw her down intentionally.
Yes, you did throw her down intentionally. You fucking took her to the ground. Did she fall? If you're saying that you didn't take her down intentionally and she fell, then your claim of assault is bullshit. I mean, you're giving evidence against yourself right now. See, this is the shit. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about, man. See, now they're concocting their story, how we're going to charge her, what we can fucking lace her up with, how we're going to get this money for our little city, how we're going to fuck this poor little girl over, you know, and and now he's worried because he's on the phone with his supervisor because that person's got that video of him doing exactly that.
I put you down because you kicked me and you're fighting back, you know. And I kept telling her to calm down, calm down. Evading arrest or detention. The person commits an offense if he eventually resisting arrest, search, or transportation. If they person commits an offense if they intentionally prevent or obstruct the person, he knows a peace officer or a person acting as a peace officer from effecting an arrest, search, or transportation.
That's right. Okay, so he read the law there. What was the arrest for? See, that's the thing. See, they're going to try to charge you with resisting arrest, but you haven't said what the arrest was for. What's the detention for? They never clarify that, and they do that, and that's why it's so imperative if you get stopped by the cops, after you give them the license and registration, if they're still trying to keep you there or ask you out of the car, you need to ask them immediately, am I being detained? What am I being detained for? I want a supervisor. And you need to say it just like that in that succession and make sure that you say it with authority, because you want to make sure that that dash cam picks that up. What am I being detained for? And let me tell you something, when a cop hears that, oh shit, this person knows what he's talking about, or this person knows his rights. Why am I detaining him? Do I have a reason to detain him? Do I really want to push this issue? This could cost me, a suspension or my job. And cops most of the time will tell you to keep it moving because they don't want that problem. But if they feel you're a powerless, poor black person, they don't give a fuck. Let's continue. See, and he just told his supervisor she was detained, because the supervisor said, well, did you detain her? And he said, oh, she was detained. Detained for what? They never said that. He didn't tell her she was being detained.
That's that's the key. That's why I'm calling you and asking, because she was detained. Okay, and when she started, and that's when I was walking her over to the car just to calm her down, and just stop.
No. See, now he knows he's wrong. See, and his supervisor told him the same thing. Was she being detained? Had she committed a crime? And she hadn't. Do you see what I'm saying? This is the part that the press and people need to focus on. This is the part right here where this arrest is illegal, because the cop says, "Oh, she was detained at that point." No. She was detained. She was under arrest, so to speak, by you without being detained. Now, he said she was detained when he started to walk her over to the car. So then, by your admission and what you've said right here, Trooper, then you pulled a taser and pointed that at somebody in their vehicle to forcibly remove them with the threat of violence, and they weren't detained? I think that's a false arrest. I think that's illegal. In fact, I know it is. And you talking to your supervisor here on tape makes that very, very, very clear.
And that's when she started kicking me. So, I don't know if it'd be resist or if it would be assault, I kind of lean towards assault versus resist, because, technically she's under arrest when a traffic stop is initiated. That's a lawful,
Wrong. See, now he's trying to cover his ass legally, because he knew he wasn't supposed to pull her out of the car. He knew he wasn't supposed to put her under arrest. And now he's got to cover his ass. And he goes, well, technically she was under arrest when I pulled her over. No, you're not. No, you're not. That is a civil infraction, not a criminal infraction. And yes, I know Texas. I know you criminalize traffic tickets. But here's the difference. It wasn't a fine. It was a warning. And according to your statute, to your state penal code, warnings are not considered criminal, which means there is no detention. She wasn't arrested. When the cop wrote the ticket and it was a warning with no fine on it, there was no criminal jurisdiction. Thank you. Go fuck yourselves.
stop you. You're not free to go. I didn't say you're under arrest. I never said, stop, hands up. Correct.
So he just made it clear. He never said, he just admitted on tape, he never said, stop, you're under arrest. Are you kidding me? No, yes, he did. He said it several times to her out of the car that he was arresting her, but he wouldn't say why, because he didn't have a reason why. He just was in his feelings because she was not kissing his ass, which is the biggest crime you can commit in America if you're a black American.
That did not occur. It was just the assault part. So, like I said, after I got it all situated and buttoned up to as far as getting her in a safe vehicle under arrest, that's why I'm calling you.
I'm calling you because somebody else videotaped it, and I know I'm fucked. She's a black American, and we're having lots of issues. I also know I have a dash cam, and I pulled a weapon on her. I'm kind of fucked right now, and I'm calling you, supervisor, so you can help me cover my ass.
Well, yeah, she just moved here, according to her, yesterday. She's from Illinois. She's over here at the facility. I'm not sure, I guess.
Supervisor's now trying to find a statute or some way he can try to cover his trooper's ass.
She gave me her driver's license. I came back to the car, started running her stuff, printed out, coming to get back to the car to complete, tell her what she's receiving and what to do and so forth. And at that time, she's still very much irritated and so forth. Now I'm pulling her over for, she didn't turn on her signal and so forth and so forth. So
you notice he hasn't brought up the cigarette once, because that's what he made her get out of the car for. Why isn't he telling his supervisor that he asked her to get out of the car because she didn't put out her cigarette? Because he knows he's wrong. And if you're on this video right now, if you're watching this stream or you happen to watch it later and you think I'm just some asshole who doesn't know what I'm talking about, why didn't he bring that up? Because when she refused to put the cigarette out is when he told her to get out of the car. Because somebody has an attitude or because somebody's not happy with you as a cop, it doesn't matter. They can tell you to go fuck themselves. It's called freedom of speech. They can do what the fuck they want. It does not give you a right to rip somebody out of their car at gunpoint, I might add. And people will say it's a taser. It's still a taser gun. Let's continue. Let's continue to see how he covers his ass with his boss and never brings that part up.
she's looking straight ahead, just mad, So, and I'm at the driver's side, and so I need to get her out of the car, pull her to the side of the car, on the sidewalk, because I don't want to be out in the middle of the road while we're arguing or whatever.
No, you got to get her out of the car. You have to get her out of the car so she can sign. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so, trooper. And see, this is what gives. Now, this is what anybody who says this trooper was in the right, this destroys all of his credibility right here. Did he mention the cigarette or the fact that she refused to put it out to a supervisor? No, he didn't. Why do you think that is? I can tell you why. Because he knows he's in the wrong.
Not arguing, but I'm trying to tell her what she's doing, and she's arguing with me. So forth. That's the only thing I'm leaning to. So, and then when I had her down on the ground and the other officer came, I told her to stop resisting. And that's when I told her, you're under arrest. I told her what for. At least I don't think I did.
Well, he wasn't sure about something he said. I want to hear that again.
That's the only thing I'm leaning to. So, and then when I had her down on the ground and the other officer came, I told her to stop resisting. And that's when I told her, you're under arrest. I told her what for. At least I don't think I did.
He said, at least I think I did. No, you didn't. You never told her what she was under arrest for. You're lying now. And now we got you on tape lying to your supervisor that you told her what she was under arrest for. And then he said, at least I think I did. See that? Do you see why cops, if you're watching this video, why motherfuckers don't have you as with any credibility? Because this guy's a lying sack of shit. He's a sorry motherfucker. And if this trooper happens to end up seeing it, eat a dick. You're a sorry motherfucker. You know you're in the wrong because she didn't suck your dick, because she didn't kiss your ass, and she didn't obey to put out her cigarette. You've cost this woman her life, man. Let's continue.
Yes, she kicked me. She started yanking away, trying to get away, and that's when I grabbed her arm.
She kicked you and yanked, trying to get away. Wait a minute. You've pulled her over for a signal, and you're going to say she tried to run from you? Oh, classic bullshit move. No, man. You slammed her to the ground, her feet kicked out, and grazed your pants, you fucking bitch. What a sorry motherfucker this cop is.
She's in front of me still. I patrolled, and I grabbed her by the shoulders, and I brought her down into the grass away from the pavement. So... Correct. Correct. Yeah. And like I said, something like this, I just call you immediately after I get to a safe stopping point. She's in handcuffs, you know. I took the lesser of the, I only took enough force as I see necessary. I even de-escalated once we were on the pavement, you know, on the sidewalk. So I allowed time. I mean, I'm not saying I just threw her to the ground.
Yeah, I'm not saying I just threw her to the ground, because I got to be really careful what I say to my supervisor here, because I remember that guy with his cell phone, he was recording, and he caught it. Because remember the cop said earlier, oh, I put her in the grass. Now it's I put her on the sidewalk. Well, what is it? That's two inconsistencies that I've heard here. And I know it's the heat of the moment, and he's trying to go over everything else that happened. It's inexcusable. This is your job. This is what we pay you for. This is what the taxes pay you for. You're supposed to know what happened. Was it in the grass or was it on the sidewalk? This is two different parts of your story. This is what makes you look very uncredible. This is what makes your credibility look like garbage. Let's continue.
I allowed time to de-escalate and so forth. It just kept getting. Right, I just making it clear.
Do you hear that shit? And he's laughing. Yeah, I just, hee. You know, I didn't break her neck. Hee. Now, if I didn't hear what's on the other end of that phone call, but, you know, maybe the supervisor's like, oh, Baltimore broke somebody's neck. Hee. And he's like, well, I didn't break her neck. Hee. That's not funny, man. This is not something you're supposed to laugh about.
No, I mean, I guess it cuts on my hand. I mean, I guess it is an injury, but I don't need medical attention, you know, just a little. I got 3 little circles from, I guess, the handcuffs when she was twisting away from me. You know, over a simple traffic stop. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't.
No, I get it. See, and he's trying to clear. He's like, over a simple traffic. No. It wasn't a simple traffic stop, trooper. You pulled your fucking taser and you pointed it directly at this woman. It's no longer a simple traffic stop. It wasn't a simple traffic stop. You violated the woman's rights. She was more than well within her right to be fucking mad. No bullshit. I'd be fucking pissed. Believe me, I'd be pissed. And you want to tell me that oh, it's over a simple traffic stop, boss. No, man, I don't want to hear it. And this, I'm giving you, I know this is long, but I'm giving you the context of what this motherfucker was saying. So he got out of the car to finish the conversation with his supervisor, probably realizing that he was still being recorded.
Here's 2547. Here's, I have the suspect on my tree, the 1095. Sergeant Bossick has been notified. I'll public service with details. Here, status is 10-4 now. I do have another officer with me. I'll public service shortly. 2547.
So the sirens you heard probably will be the ambulance to check her out. There's the ambulance.
Hey, ma'am, you're under arrest. You're going to be transported to the Waller County Jail, okay? Why act like that? I don't know. Okay, ma'am. You're under arrest. You're going to be transported to the Waller County Jail, okay? All right. All right, brother. I appreciate it.
They pull the car away. And mysteriously, the audio has cut out on the ride to jail. Interesting. So there's that. Let's go ahead and pause here. Now I'm going to go out into the next one, and we're going to look at what happened in the jail, and then I'm going to tell you basically how she was murdered. So let's go ahead and get into that. So they come down here. She's been in jail now for, I don't know, over an hour supposedly, since, or it's been an hour and a half since she was in that cell. Now they look, and now she runs out. Now hold on, let's start back over here, and let me tell you what I think happened. Okay. Now what they haven't released from the video yet, or where the county jail doesn't mysteriously have, is the video of her being put into that cell. Now, if this camera's been running, there should be video of her being put into that cell. There should be. And what I find very interesting here is that they haven't released that video. Now, how jail works, and we'll just talk about a couple of things here. You see this right here? This is when they put somebody into a holding cell. They have them put their hands backwards, behind their back, out that slat to take the handcuffs off of them. Now, why I'm willing to bet that the district attorney is looking at murder charges is because I'm willing to bet that people went into that cell when she was first put in there. Now, supposedly, this deputy, this jail worker, had just came on shift and was coming down there to check because she was supposed to get the phone. So she was coming to look, and then she went, well, she's in there laid out and she's unresponsive. She looks again, and then she lackadaisically comes and goes, hey, I think something's up with her. She's not moving. She's laid out. Other cop looks in. Here comes another one. What's going on? And now they rush in there. Now, here's the interesting thing. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened to Sandra Bland. When the trooper got there, the trooper probably explained what happened. The other deputies or whatnot that were in there were probably being shitty with her about it. Oh, you want to assault the cop. And that's really how that works. And I can tell you that from personal experience. If you assault a cop and they arrest you, they're probably going to beat your ass when you get to jail. So you might as well get it in. If they tell you that you're being arrested for assaulting the cop, you might as well get it in. Beat their ass, do what you're going to do. You're getting charged with it anyway. Fuck it. Now, people are going to say, that's crazy. You shouldn't talk like that. No, I'm just being honest with you. You're getting laced up with the charge anyway. So here we are. She gets brought into this jail, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Whoever the deputy was, whoever the jail worker was who put her in that cell, and it may have been more than one, it may have been two, but it probably was one, walked her in to that cell and asphyxiated her. Now, they said she hung herself with a trash bag. I'm not going for it, man. I'm not going for it. They also said that they were at the cell an hour before, yet they haven't released the video for that. They also haven't released the video from her being placed into that cell. Now, this camera is running. They had to show her going in there. Here's the thing. They haven't. And the FBI is going to see that. So is this district attorney. Hats off, and according to me, as far as I'm concerned, hats off to the district attorney that's down there who said, yeah, okay, they ruled the medical examiner said suicide, but he's treating it like a murder investigation because he knows better. And my hat's off to him, because most white people in Texas, it's a DA, and somebody does something like that and they get killed in a jail, fuck it, they're just a criminal. We don't care. Now, could this DA be trying to go for some other kind of public office, use it as a springboard? Of course. It's an opportunity. That's just how that shit works. But she got murdered. She was murdered. And I'm willing to bet that that's why that this information hasn't been, that video hasn't been put out of her being put into that cell. Because whatever the cop was that did put her in the cell, put a plastic bag over her head, maybe held her there, choked her out, left her there. Maybe thought he choked her out and didn't kill her. Then the lady comes on shift. She comes down to check. They're doing a regular cell check, and oops. Somebody's going to prison for murder. We deserve answers. Sandra Bland's family deserves answers. Let this be a lesson to you if you're a Black American. Unfortunately, failing to signal in your car can cost you your life. And that's where we're at in America. That's where we're at in America. And I'm sad to say it. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to do a lot of coverage about this week. I'm emotionally drained right now. I'm sick to my stomach. This makes me sick. This makes me repulsed. This makes me not want, like people are like, yeah, America. No, man, I'm not on that right now. I'm not feeling it, man. How can I be proud, to be like, we're the best country in the world and blah, blah, blah. How do we have the balls to come after somebody like North Korea or somebody else for human rights when we're still treating Black people like they were after the during slavery and right after slave days? Where we treat these people as second-class citizens. Why? How are we supposed to be proud of that as a nation? We had the balls to get on South Africa about apartheid, but we still have apartheid here, basically. I mean, I've made it clear multiple times. I've been, when I've been stopped in the car and they pull over, they walk up to you and they're like, oh, it's a white dude. Okay, have a good night. I've shared that story with you guys. when I was in New York. Going through Brooklyn, a predominantly black neighborhood. Got pulled over. He looked, saw I was a white guy, told me to keep it moving. Didn't even ask me for my license. So for people that say, "Oh no, this is the greatest justice system," and it's a free country and everybody has the same advantages and the same rights and the same, you're full of shit. Because if you think for a moment that Sandra Bland had the same opportunities and the same rights had she been a white woman, I'm sorry, you're fucking retarded. This just goes to show, ain't shit changed. And it's not going to change until the people rise up. Share this video with people that you know. Let them know. You can even cut little sections out of this so you can show where I'm pointing this shit out. This is important and it needs to be addressed, especially the parts where the cop is basically admits on the dash cam when he's in there talking to a supervisor on the phone. He lies right on the tape, man. If he's not sanctioned or disciplined, if the FBI doesn't go after this guy, I'm sadly disappointed. But he'll get off. All cops do. It is what it is. They're above the law. But if you're a black American, just know, failing to signal in your car could cost you your life. I'm TK. This has been No Bullshit News. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.